Hi, this is Miss Kirk, and we're going to do Step Up Lesson number 4, or as it's called on your Pearson materials, 17-4, which is Understanding Ratios. So let's go ahead and look and see what the definition of a ratio is. A ratio is a relationship for every X units of one quantity, there are Y units of another quantity. So it might be like a recipe where it says for every 3 pounds of ground beef, you need a half a pound of onion. So that's like a ratio. It's saying for every 3 of this, you need a half of this. So there's 3 different ways we can write it. We can write it X to Y. We can write it X with this colon and then a Y, or we can write it as a fraction, X over Y. And I'm actually going to do an example problem with you where you can see how different ratios play out in a scenario. So let's look at the scenario. This scenario says a 5th grade basketball team has 2 centers, 3 forwards, and 5 guards. So we're going to write some ratios based off of this data. So the first ratio we're going to write is forwards to centers. We're going to compare the number of forwards on the team to the number of centers on the team. So let's look at this. How many forwards are on our team? Well, there's 3. So we can say our first one is 3 for the forwards, and then the centers we have 2. So we could write this as a 3-to-2 ratio. There's 3 forwards for every 2 centers on the team, a 3-to-2 ratio. Now let's do guards to total members on the team. Well, how many guards are there? There are 5 guards. Let me write it this way so you can see another way to write it. 5, 2. And then how many total players are on the team? Well, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then plus 5 more. There's 10. So this is a 5-to-10 ratio. Now, can this be reduced? If I have the fraction 5-to-10, can't I reduce that? Yes, I could divide both the top and the bottom by 5, and I would get 1/2. So you could also write this as a 1-to-2 ratio, which means that for every 1 out of every 2 players basically is a guard on the team. Now let's do centers to guards. How many centers are there on the team? There's 2. How many guards are on the team? There's 5. So this is a 2-to-5 ratio. For every 2 centers that are on the team, there are 5 guards on the team. So we've wrote ratios, and we've wrote them in 3 different ways. 1 with a colon, 1 with the word 2, and 1 with a fraction. Okay, so today you're going to practice ratios on IXL. If you have any questions, make sure you're reaching out to me, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.